Thank you for joining with us on this 40 Days of Miracles journey. And I wanted to send you this to say, I'm so proud of you. Listen, this is difficult. It's hard. First of all, fasting is hard. As you probably know, I've given up carbohydrates for this journey of 40 days. And that means I can't have any desserts or candy or sweets, or ice cream or pies or bread or rice or any of that. And the other day, just yesterday, I was attacked by this humongous craving for M&Ms, and all of a sudden I saw these red and yellow and green M&Ms just floating around, and anyway, I ultimately turned that moment into a prayer and said, God, what I really want is more of you. And that was my prayer throughout the day, and of course throughout this journey. I encourage you to do the same. Secondly, it's really difficult to believe God and to ask God for the impossible. As you probably know, we're trying to get into the Valco Mall, where there's a Sears building that has been, the owner said, 280,000 square feet that we can use as a worship center. And despite that, it has taken us much longer than what I anticipated, and there's one obstacle after the next after the next. We're working it all through. But I have to admit, while I believe that God is going to do this, there are times when I ask the question, what if I'm wrong? And I'm sure that as you think about putting your prayer for the impossible in your life before God, perhaps it's a request, you're praying for a spouse, or you're praying for healing in a very damaged marriage, or perhaps you're praying for healing in your body, or an encounter with God that will change the trajectory of your faith. Whatever the impossibility is, I'm sure you're asking from time to time, what if I'm wrong? What if the answer is no? So I just want to encourage you with this video, and here's what I've concluded, and I know it to be true, that even if God says no to you or to me regarding our requests, we will never lose by stretching out on faith for God. He will always bless us. Perhaps a new relationship will be formed. Perhaps this prayer request will be a stepping stone to something bigger that we haven't even anticipated. Perhaps a deeper experience of God will happen in your life. All I know is God will always bless us for reaching towards Him in faith. So thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's pray this thing through, and I'm expecting God to do a great miracle in your life and mine.